applause for yourselves. You made it home. All right. Bloody good shit. Right. Thanks, Dave. There's always one. Sometimes there's two or three. Okay. For those of you that have been here before, you know this is going to be a quick and painless affair. For those of you that haven't been here before, this is what's called Lemon's Hell. Award ceremony. Tonight we are going to split into two categories, loosely. There is those for lemons and those for limes. So it means you lemons people are really only competing against each other, while the limes compete against themselves. And those ones are the fastest cars. So, without further ado, I would just quickly like to thank the venue and thank, obviously, Hampton Downs and all of our marshals, all of our crew, our timing, and everybody involved in this, judges, the whole lot. Fantastic effort. And for those that don't know, the news is live. We have now booked 3 years in advance. 2 events a year at Hampton Downs, 24 hours in May, and the 3-day event in September. Same weekends every year, so you've got 3 years to work out your next build. Is that all right? Yes. And also, one of the things that we are really, really grateful for is Prostate Cancer Foundation of New Zealand. I'd like to invite the CEO. Put your hands together for Graham, the CEO of Prostate Cancer New Zealand.
Well, I've just been out here just for a few hours, but you've been out here for 3 days and had a hell of a good time by the look of it. You've had great weather. I just want to say thank you very much to all of you, and particularly to Jakob and all the crew for supporting Prostate Cancer Foundation. Please put your hands together to thank Jakob and all the crew and all the good work you've done. Thank you. These guys can't help themselves. They're here every time and do a great job. Okay. There's a funny thing about men and their cars, that they look after their cars, they take them and get them serviced regularly. I mean, you'd wonder looking at some of the cars out there though. But they don't look after their health. And 24 Hours of Lemons has become a key event as part of our Blue September campaign that we do every year, which is all about prostate cancer awareness. And guys, if you took as much care of your health as you took of your cars, you'd be a lot better off. Generally speaking.
Have you seen the state of their cars?
I've seen the state of their cars. Yeah. There's some nice ones in the car park, but there's some crap ones in the garages. So the message is very, very simple. Guys, if you're over 50, get checked for prostate cancer. Some of you like playing the odds. The odds are 1 in 8 men. 1 in 8 men will get prostate cancer in their lifetime. And the best way to get by with prostate cancer is to find it early, because mostly there are no symptoms in the early stages when it is the most treatable. So you can do yourselves a favour, ladies, you can do your men a favour, get them off to the doctor and get checked for prostate cancer. Thank you again for all your support, we really appreciate it, and enjoy your night. Thank you very much.
Graham Bennett. Thank you so much, Graham. And of course, 100% of all your lovely donations from the penalties from our judges and all of your registration money all goes towards prostate cancer. We'll get back to you with a final total on that. That will be released in a couple of days. All right, now, quick question. Once again, who has never been on a racetrack before this weekend? Put your hands up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. Probably a third of you. Everyone else, put your bloody hands together for that lot. Go. Welcome to Motorsport. It's a fun thing to be involved in. Lots of camaraderie. You guys now have the bug. Hopefully you'll be back again for another one. Okay, we're going to get underway with our prize giving and our special auction. So, first of all, we are going to go through a few of the Lemons trophies. Let's start with the best themed team. Now this is a Minions trophy made by Scott Steelworks, made of real plastic. Hours and hours put into this. This team themed up really, really well. You'll have seen them. They are Steampunked. Come on up. While they're coming up and getting their prizes, I'll quickly tell you about Steampunked. Well, actually, you can look at them and tell yourselves. They made these things. Put your hands together. There they are, Steampunked, their thing. So these guys made all of their costumes out of bits out of their garage and their welding shop. So they own a welding place, and dude, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Best thing, Steampunked. Okay. The Battlers Award. So this one, they actually came to us, told us they were a DNF. They bought an engine from NINCOMPOOP. They were in tears, grown men. It was a horrible sight. But they got told, you can probably get back out there and do it again. So the little spanner tank for the Battlers, Batman and Villains. Come on, boys. Now these guys, I actually saw them in their pits about 2 hours to go today, and they were like, we're done. But they got back out, very nicely done, shitty looking car. I mean, yeah. There you go, boys and girls. Batman and Villains. Cheers, boys. Okay, one that I love, the Ugly Stick. Now, we deliberated long and hard on this one because there's plenty of options. This award has been won by many, many salubrious teams over the last few years, but this time around we gave it to the team just because they're from Hawke's Bay. The Slitherin Snakes, where are you? Are they here? Okay, go on. Oh, there they are. Come on, Slitherin Snakes. Come on, boys. These boys actually travelled up and had a 2-car team, and their first car crapped out, I think it was 8 laps. The Jaguar guys will know what I'm talking about. They got twice as many laps as you guys last year, so... well done, boys. You guys were fantastic. The Ugly Stick, look at them. Thanks, Slitherin Snakes. Beautiful. Okay, here's one where you guys all voted for them. They came out hands down the best team according to you guys. They're a bunch of mad buggers. They had no rear brakes. Everyone else got good stuff to say about them. Diego Team Racing. I'm sure you guys have won the Ugly Stick before, haven't you? Oh, you stepped up one. So they've gone up a class from the Ugly Stick. Yeah, alright. And you've still got the same shirts on as last year? Oh, beautiful, yeah, and the same undies. Good boys, hands together. Team Diego. Okay, the Back from the Dead Award. This one's real interesting. So the judges received some bribes, as they normally do, and just about died. Who's laughing the most? Put your beers down, get up here. Come on, come on. Team Incredible for giving us dodgy cookies, and we survived. So before you get too excited about receiving your medals, we have decided to collect all the cookies that you gave us. Some of these have been eaten and they've passed through digestive tracts. I'm not sure what that bit is, but I think that came out of one of the digestive tracts. They can have their cookies back now, bugger off. However, they were very good at bribing the judges. They had a bootload the entire time. So thank you guys, team incredible. All right, so most consistent. We never saw them. They stayed so far under the radar that it wasn't until the last 10 laps we were like, the hell's that team driving around? Textile Products, where are you? Come up. Come on. So, what we consider to be consistent is that they stayed out of trouble, they kept their noses clean, mostly, and they were actually just generally nice. So, Textile Products, put your hands together for this mob. They actually get real members. And they ended up in the top 10, I think. Thanks, ladies and gents. All right. First time here, they loved it. Mad bastards. Okay, the 7-Day Challenge Award. We've started this thing called the 7-Day Challenge. 7 days out from the event, we post that if you can get your car together and prove to us that you've only been putting it together for 7 days or less, you enter and you finish the race, no DNFs. The highest lapping team that finished a 7-day challenge wins that challenge, and we will donate $500 to prostate cancer, because I don't think it can be done in 7 days. Well, guess what? Another team did it this time round. Lammers Horsepower, where are you? Lammers Horsepower. Come on up. So, this team, they're used to, these guys are actually horsey people, eventers, I believe. So they're used to, well, the ladies are, yes, the men just hang out. So these guys rang me on Tuesday, 5 days ago, and said, we're thinking of this lemons gift. What's going on? One of them welds. Who welds? Who can weld? You can weld? You're all mad. Within 5 days, they had a team together. They finished at 1 o'clock on Thursday night, or Friday morning, and got here. Oh no, Saturday morning. And then you were here at 7 o'clock on track. Lammers Horsepower. First timers. Thank you so much, you guys. And what we've actually figured out is that their car was putting out about 210 horsepower. So it's a whole lot more than they're used to. Right, the Fresh Start Award. Now this Fresh Start Award, sorry, Nick's had a meltdown. the Fresh Start Award. Now this one was actually because we had to give them a fresh start because we kind of made a bugger up. Another team who shall remain nameless, checkered past. I had a frog in my throat. They went to the garage, decided it was a really good idea that while they were in the pits to snip off their transponder and sneakily whip it next door to the racketeers and put it on their car without their knowledge. So, I'm sitting in race control thinking, hey, this is pretty good, everything's going really well. I see a car go over the finish line. Bloop, bloop. Was that 2 dips or 1? And I'm old, so I figured, nah, bugger, it's just my brain. Next lap. Bloop, bloop. Shit, those cars are close. They're 100th of a second out between them. Bloop, bloop. I know what's going on. Went down, had a talk. Sure enough, bloody checkered past. So we thought they'd collaborated just to give those guys some laps. So we took off laps from both of them. But we gave them back because the racketeers were innocent party. Fresh start, come on up racketeers, wherever you are. Where are you racketeers? Good boys. There was actually another team that did it too with Top Gun. No, there was another guy. It was Top Gun. Who was the other team? Ah, Hooncourt, that's right. So just before these guys leave, another team, Hooncourt 2, I think it was, did the same thing. Oh no, sorry, Top Gun 2 did it with Hooncourt. So we caught them as well, but these guys actually deserve the accolade for being innocent. So So thank you, gents. Even though they're called racketeers, you're innocent. Fresh start. All right, the Quiet Achievers. So these guys actually did a beautifully prepared little car. Unfortunately, they started dropping little bits off it, so we actually noticed them. But they quietly achieved, and they actually sat there mid-pack the whole time, consistently around 127 to 130 minute laps. Tokyo Dragons, also first-timers. What are your Tokyo Dragons? So we were actually having a bet on how long those cones would last on the track before everyone squashed them. And they're still out there, apparently. More first-timers. Tokyo Dragons, put your hands together. Beautiful. Okay. Have we got the fastest, what is that? Fastest lap. Where's Team Get In Behind? Team Get In Behind? Where are you? Are you here? One of you, if one of you can come and catch, oh actually, no, come up, come up, come up. Let's have your Trevs. This is for the fastest lap. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Thanks, Trev. Good on you, Trev. Beautiful. You can take this on behalf of your team. This is Trev, 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 and Trev, and the main Trev. And the fastest lap was a 121, apparently. A 121, something like that. And they did 3 laps, so you can bugger off. Thank you. Fastest lap. Don't care. Alright. Best presented car. So this one, extremely nicely presented car. Of course they are, because they're used to arranging all of their shops in 4 squares. 4 square. They are checkout operators. Come on up. So I think they didn't read the rules about Hans devices correctly either. What's this about road user charges, unpaid? What's that about?
2,000 road user charges left and half a tank of diesel.
The checkout operators, another bunch of newbies. These guys are awesome. Thank you so much. They're still well presented. Look at them. They're gorgeous. Okay, so the most laps. Now I'm not even sure what the exact number is again, but usual story. Most laps, 610 actually, and this lap record is a lime on top of a cup. So could someone just throw that back to Get In Behind, because I don't care. Most laps, there you go. Thanks, Trev. Right. So, you know how we were talking this morning about limes and lemons? That's limes. Right, best fix. These guys, they replaced their entire car. Literally. Italian Stallions. They've taped up their radiator. They just had problems the entire time because it's Italian. Where are you, Italian Stallions? Come on up. Now, this was donated by Team K.I.T.T, the best fix. Now, I'm sure you're not going to want to say anything, are you? Yes.
Thank you very much. First time here, had a ball. Had a real done.
Good man, thank you very much. Best fix, the Italian Stallions. They're going to end up in the line category too, just quietly. Okay, the NINCOMPOOP Award. Now this one's a really weird one because this is a team that has been here before and they should know better. So this team are experienced racers. They have raced all over the planet. They are hardened and seasoned semi-professionals. What they did wrong was they came up at some point during the event and asked the judges, what do they do? Like, why are they not getting a penalty? Well, then they said, how can we avoid penalties? He said, well, that's your first mistake, you're going to get one now. Tom Cats, Shaguar, come up here, babies. So for those, this was actually quite a funny one because these guys came last in May and did the full 24, and you managed 4 laps, is that right? 4 laps? Yeah, so they did 4 laps in a Jaguar. What did you do this time?
It's over 550.
Over 550. Tom Cats, Shaguar. Oh, so to put that into perspective, no exam for her. Inappropriate. There's children in the house. Look your eyes. Avert your eyes. So apparently that's what, 1.5 Bathursts? So they've done 1.5 Bathursts in a Jaguar. That deserves applause. Tom Cats, Shaguar. Yeah, baby. Beautiful. Okay, the judge's choice. So this is the one where obviously our judges decide that one team is a standout. And just like the car, clean, sporty, all newbies, they're going to get some lemon freshener. Look at a trophy. It's a beautiful trophy, handmade by Nikki. If you saw it up close, you'd be absolutely impressed. The RV Service Centre. Where are you, RV? So these guys also stayed pretty clean the whole weekend. Judges didn't have to do too much to them. I did see them up in documentation. What was it about? Reading the screens or listening into our strategic conversations. Put your hands together, RV Service Centre. Well done, guys. All members. Thank you so much. Okay. This one is, well, there's 3 awards actually, I'll give out at the same time. There are 3 awards. This is the Lemon Saver Awards. So these are little lemon savers. So this is for teams whose lemons needed saving. So this is sort of like a best fix award, except someone else fixed their crap. So not so Super Mario Brothers, Aussie Spares, and Team K.I.T.T. Come on up. One at a time. So, in Not So Super Mario Brothers, we never saw them. They had the trashiest car and their afterburner rockets no one complained about. Team K.I.T.T, they blew up their radiator, replaced their engine, water pump, and still couldn't fix it. The Aussie Spares, they were unable to finish. Right at the end, they spurted to a stop. Aussie Spares, Team K.I.T., Not So Super Mario Brothers. The Lemon Saver teams. Thanks, kids. Got on your boys. Thank you, gentlemen. Beautiful. All right, couple to go. We've got a special mention. They get the bucket of car wash. Now, this special mention actually goes to a team who I've had a lot of fun with over the years. They actually made our life a living hell this weekend. Because we had to look at them. Team Rustbucket. Come on, boys. And close your eyes as they walk up. And you might want to close your eyes as they walk down again too. Team Rustbucket. Okay, we're up to the Supreme Award. Now, this doesn't mean that there are no more awards. This just means that this is the award that we give out for the team that we felt lived into the spirit of Lemons. And they really did. In fact, they surprised the hell out of all of you. Complete newbies, average age 16.8, I think. And you know who I'm talking about. MIB Cadets. Get your asses up here. What can I say? Pick the average age of your team and figure it out. Ooh, harsh, it's a borderline. It's borderline. Okay, average age, 16.8 I think, roughly. Yep. Complete newbies. I watched these guys on the CCTV cameras. They picked the right line. They stayed out of trouble, they kept their noses clean the whole weekend. How many penalties did they get?
I just want to say, they were penalised twice. Out of all of these youngsters, they were penalised twice by the same driver, doing the same thing. She really likes the grass. Ladies and gentlemen, it's what Lammers is all about, bringing new people into it that absolutely loved it. You pick a car that's as reliable as it can be, and you drive the bloody wheels off it. Just like everyone else did. But ladies and gentlemen, the spirit of the award, it really blew us away. So can we give a huge round of applause, please?
We'll get a photo for these guys. So, now that you know they've kicked your asses, these guys did have a very well prepped car, I admit, but they drove the wheels off it, as Nick said. They are! MIB Cadets. Okay, so, thank you guys, beautiful. And I'm sure they'll be back when they're 18 and old enough to drive, they'll come back. Imagine what they're going to be like in 5 years. Okay, so we said Steampunked. They were the best thing team. Now what's happened is that they've managed to lose all of their bits. So some people would give their right arm, some people would give their left arm. So these guys have literally given their left arm and their hats for auction, the proceeds of which will go to prostate cancer. So these are some of the bits they have donated. Are you wearing your bits? Come on, donate your left arm and your helmet. Put your hands together for Steampunked. We're going to do a very quick auction. So you will have seen these. We're going to auction a couple of these off. You guys can model them. There is a left arm. And there is a helmet. Okay, we're going to start with the robotic arm. We're going to start with 20 bucks. We're going to have 20 bucks. Anyone? 20 bucks. Let's go in fives. 25? 25, there we have 25. 25, 25, 25, 30, we've got 30, we've got 35, 30. 50, we've got 50 bucks, we've got 50. But this is the robotic arm, it's a beautiful thing. It's a 1970s look. Chic, 55? 55, it is 55. We're here 60. We've got 60. We've got 60 bucks at the back there. The fine-looking gentleman. Fine-looking gentleman there, 60. Oh, we've got 65. That's my IQ. You've reached the IQ level. Let's go. Oh, we got, oops. 100. We've got 100 bucks for the prosthetic arm. I said arm, prosthetic arm it is. 100 bucks. Do we hear 105, 105? We've got 105. We've got up, 105. Down on the floor. No, that's a kid waving at you. 110, 110. 115. Tony Rutz is 115. Thanks, Trev. You're a beautiful man. I love you very much. 120. Jeez, lady on the floor. Do you need a prosthetic leg as well to stand up, or just the arm? All right, just the arm. 120. 120. Do we have 125? 125. 130. 130. We've got the back. Cheapers. What the hat's going to go for? 130. 130. Any up? 130. 130. 130 going what? 135? 150! We have 150 from the Racketeers. 155 at the back. 160, 160 on the floor. Well, we've got a phone call of 200. No, 160. We've got 160 on the floor here, 160. We're here, 165, 165, 165. We're here, 165. Going once, going twice. 160, the lady on the floor. 160, the lady on the floor. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. Since the value of these things is way more than I'm thinking, I think we start at 50, shall we? For the hat, 50 for the hat. This thing fits on your head. It fits on other parts of your body as well. But let's start with the head. 50 bucks. Do I have 50 bucks? It's got goggles, welding goggles, welding goggles. It's beautiful. Do I have 50? Do I have a 50? 50. Right down the front, the Incredibles. The head does not come with it. No. Just the eyebrows and maybe the glasses. But the glasses are attached to the thing up here. So we've got 50 bucks. 50 bucks. We've got 60. 60 it is. 60, 70, 100. NIK Brown wants the hat. It won't fit your head, mate. It's like a bloody balloon. That's not for the head. Fantastic. NIK Brown's got 100. NIK Brown's got 100. We'll be 100. Let's go up in tens. 110. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. 120. Going in tens. 120. Going once. 130. 140. Hey, 140 for you, all right. $140 going front, down the front, down the front. 140. Do we have an up on that? Let's go to 150. Let's make it 150. Nice even number. 150 it is. The Incredible. Do you want to go 5? Got to go 5. 155, 160. It's a bidding war. 160 it is. It's going to prostate cancer. 165. There he is, 165, 170. Let's go 170, call it a day. Let's go 170, 170, 170 at the back. He's got a red hat. They'll have to take that off first. 170 it is. You need another hat for sure. 175. And that's Deutschmark, right? 175 it is, 175. The horse. Did you nod your head, horse? No? Okay. The Incredibles, 180. 180 in the Incredibles. Team Incredibles got it at 180. 180, 180. 180, do I hear any more? Going once. 185. 185 it is. Still going in 5s, 185. Anybody else? 185, do I hear bigger? Can we get up to the magic 200? Can we do a 200? Who can do a 200? I'm sure we can do it. 185, going once. Going twice. 200 it is. Team Incredible. Ooh. Look at that, okay. We've got 200, Team Incredible going once. 205. That's a Peugeot. Oh, you're giving her a Peugeot? Fantastic. We've got a Peugeot on the block, 205. Can we go to 206? Who wants to do 206? You're in there at 206. It's only $6. 206 it is. 206 in the front here. You obviously don't want to give it away. 206 it is. Going once. 207. 207 it is. He's relentless. 208. 209. 210. 240. Was it 240? 240 it is at the back. Look out. 240 with the hat. Look out. Can you wear the hat backwards as well? 240 it is. Going once. 250. Jesus, relentless. You guys, what have you done? What's in this thing? It's more than leather. 250 it is. 250, 250. Going once. Going twice. Do I hear more? No? Sold, 250. You got it. Thank you very much. Alright, thank you so much. You guys rule. Thank you so much. And your car was amazing. Steampunked. Put your hands together. And thanks very much for your donation. Beautiful. Alright, so the last thing that remains is for us to sincerely thank all of you guys for having so much fun. Thank you so much. Put your hands together for yourselves. We'll see you at the next one.
Take me down to the paradise city where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Won't you take me home? Take me down to the paradise city where the grass is green and the girls are pretty.